So, you see a tattoo, right? You see multiple tattoos. But all my tattoos mean something to me. And when you have everyone that likes you, nobody hates you, then you're not doing the right thing for the right reason. If everyone likes you, you're not doing a damn thing. So when you grow wiser and you don't give a fuck what people think, like I said, that's an adulthood because you're not here for them. You're here for them. You're here for yourself, but you're also here to serve and protect and serve God's upstairs. You're His child. Just because the sperm donor came in, that doesn't mean shit. If God didn't want you on this land, He wouldn't got them pregnant, right? So, like I said, you got Rockstar, right? That's my original name. That is what my grandfather. My real name is Rockstar Everett Adams. That's why it's Rockstar. But Rock, R-O-K, R-O-C-K. That's already taken, and I don't want to beat Dwayne Johnson. He's a fucking ego junkie. R-O-C. Or a different way of doing it, you could be R-O-K. Are you okay? Actually, that might be a new one I put on. Are you okay? Are you okay? No, it's R-O-K. Rock. So, like I said, rock star, and you see the stars, right? It's for the flag. It's white and blue, red, right? As you see all those colors in that, so I represent the flag each and every day because it's installed on me, but it's installed in what I have. You know your heart is in the left, not right. But Everett is my last name. Music City. Where do I go without music? So that's why it's Music City, is because I love music, bro. Everett, that Everett house, whose house this is? Ryan Everett Adams or Rockstar Everett Adams. Whichever way, it's Everett house. This is on my chest, so it is my house. And then you got down here with the Morals family, and this is what I go by. So, and then you got the autumn, the flag, not the flag, but the leaf. I like lead, but that was not besides that. Autumn is fall, right? Then I have the sun, right? So last day is summer, or the first day of fall. My birthday always lands on one of them. So again, all my tattoos are about me. So you want to judge something, look at my fucking tattoos and judge my tattoos, because that is the fucking cover of the book of me, as represents me. I have on my back, it means family. It's also September 22, 1983. If you look closely, because it was done at a tattoo shop. And this is why I don't go to tattoo shops, because this one professionally done at a tattoo shop, you can barely see it on my back. But all of these are under radar on people that, right underneath. They're underground. And they're cheaper. And they're better tattoos. And then you got the skull with the knife. You got the all the way around my arm. Excuse the veins. That just means I'm healthy. Not a lot of people have veins like I do, because you guys are drug junkies. But you guys are stuck in your own way. So no one can tell you anything, because you're stuck on and stuck up. You're stuck in your own way. No one can tell you anything. So when somebody sits there and says 1 + 1 is 2, not 4, You guys are so two-faced and stuck on your way, stuck in your way. You believe the answer's 4. It's not 4. It's 2. We don't need to sit here and explain to ourselves that to you it's 4, because in the interruption of what we're trying to do, you're gonna still try to come back and say the answer's 4. But we have the right to say fuck you, let you drown your shit by yourself, and be stupid by yourself, and idiots by yourself. We can walk away knowing the answer is 2, but we're wasting energy, wasting time on something that we can't control. You can let them know what the answer's 2, but if they're stuck in their own way and they're two-faced and they believe it's 4, we don't need to stick around for that bullshit. Because in time, they're going to sink the ship, right? And the ship is you. You're like the diamond. Oh, the diamond right here, right? Rockstar Ryan is 2 of the names. Then I am a Virgo Libra. I'm a cast, September 22nd, 1983. And then you got French, Indian, Irish. And you also, and I have plenty more blood than that inside me. But I also, on the other side, I have 2 horoscopes. I'm a Virgo Libra, so therefore I'm a princess and a Libra, right? My sign is September's princess. I didn't come out to princess, so I came out to be the prince, looking for the princess. But in the diamond, you see a Philadelphia Eagles symbol. But within the Philadelphia symbol, it's an eagle, so I'm an American Eagle too. I just like the Philadelphia Eagles. But if you can see, it's an Eagles, but it's a Philadelphia Eagle head. And then it says family right here, and then it says yeet, yeet, Connecticut is where my childhood is from. That's where I grew up for 10 to 11 years of my life. My first 10 to 11 years. Now, if it was my last 10 to 11 years, I'm not the childhood. I'm not from there. But the first 10 years, 11 years of my life was in Bristol, Connecticut. That is where I learned the most. And I was always around stars because I never stopped moving. So I was born in Portland, Maine. That is my birthplace. So you can call me a maniac, but 9 months in Portland in an incubator. Didn't see much of Portland. I was in the hospital for 9 months. And then when I got when I was able to leave the hospital, I went to Bristol, Connecticut. Didn't come back until 10 or 11 years old. I want to say I was in 3rd grade when I came back to Maine. Went back to Bangor, Maine. I had to go to summer school to get to 4th grade. That's when the dipshit Justin would, when my mom's passed out because she's doing too much drugs or she's like hungover and shit like that, he would get out of the house and he would ride his bike to the fucking school and then knock on the window and knock on the window and knock on the window, and yeah, school was for me to get away with that fucking peckhead. But then he turned around, come to school, and my teacher, your brother's here to see you. Dude, I'm here to work. I'm here to go to work. I'm in school, bro. Like, what the fuck? So, like I said, once you judge the cover of the book, it's my tattoos. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't the portrait, the picture, amazing? And I have a bigger heart than the rest. And what's the difference between you and I is my heart always works. Yours only works when you want something. Then when you get something, then you get something that you want, then you turn into not having a heart. Waste the time, waste the energy, waste the space. I don't need to be around that. Stick around that. I'm looking for a winner. I'm looking for a live battery, not a dead battery. I'm looking for a winner, not a loser. I'm looking to accelerate. I'm looking to expand, not deflate and deflation on my tires. This ain't deflation game. This ain't Spygate. Roger Goodell. You suspended Tom Brady, but he threw it in your face. I'm going to do the same. You did with Belichick and Tom Brady because you didn't like them. So you turn around and made something up. Deflation game, Spygate. Really? Just like COVID is supposedly going around again. I'm telling you, you guys can believe whatever you want. You're allowed to have your opinion, just like I am allowed to have my opinion too. It's a coal and an ammonia put together. It's not COVID. But they're saying COVID because they're making money off everything they make up. Why do you think when the Twisters hit, they make Katrina 1, Katrina 2, they make names as they go because they're making money off of their structure and they know what they're doing. They're trying to deflate all the human tires so when it comes time to the power go, they want to control and create people to be slaves. You're slaving enough now. You guys need to wake up and realize who the fuck you're controlling because you're not getting controlled by nobody but them. You control yourself, not them. And then when losers come after winners, yeah, a loser will ever, so just like a live battery, negative battery, positive battery. It's just a different termination. It's a different language. A loser will never, ever, ever go after another loser because they don't have nothing to gain. A winner will never ever go to a winner because they're winning anyway. So why are they going after another winner when they're winning already? They're winners. So they don't go backwards. They also don't go reverse to a loser because they have everything to lose. So you only get a loser going after a winner because they feel that they have something to gain. And then when they get to what they want to gain or they get what they want, then they turn into a scumbag again. And then when you say no, they pull the same shit all over again. Just to get what they want out of you. And then they kick you the curb once you get to they get what they want. But like a live battery and a negative battery. You have a positive and negative as a battery, right? But your car will never run if you don't have both of them connected. So you gotta stay positive through your negative times. Because if you don't stay positive through your negative times, you're always gonna be stuck in the negative and your battery's not gonna ever do anything but hiccup. So life is not simple. It's a business that we all run. It's called yourself. Life is a business, not a game. It's so real that there's a cereal called Life. There's also a game called Life. So real that life is a business that we all have. That is you. Now, why do they think they can control you when you can't control them? They try to control you, but look at the life they're running. Look at the life they're living. They're doing nothing, but they want to control you. And then when you turn around and want something and control them, right? They get mad and they don't want nothing to do with it. But they expect us to just sit and take it, right? Law enforcement. You jumped me in 128. That was the second time. Christina, John, and the black guy, right? Their rookie cop. Then you had the lesbian, Christina and John again, out by the car wash. That was the first time. The second time was in room 128. And everyone heard me and told you to get lost and leave me alone because I was doing my fucking job. It's private property. If they didn't call you, what are you doing on property? Because they're not allowed to be on property unless they called you over there. By law. So what are you doing there? You breaking every law there is, and you broke all my civil rights as a human, and you broke all the laws. But your ego got the best of you. When you did, you gave me power. Because serving and protecting is not that. You chaos and mayhem. So, like I said, you're running the law enforcement like a geek squad at Best Buy, and you're not the Best Buy. We, the civilians, are the Best Buy because we're paying you to do a job that you're not doing. We should be putting you guys in jail because you swear under oath, swear to the Bible, raise your hand, right hand, and say serve and protect. But you're not serving and protecting. It's an arresting offense. You should be going to jail. And didn't I make my point clear when on the judge? I know you put the blind up. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you created? You lost power going against this one. I told you was going to lose power if you kept fucking with me. But you didn't want to listen. Didn't I show you? And didn't I teach you a fucking lesson to last a lifetime? Because now you're second guess before you try somebody again because it's somebody else's mouth. What's funny is what's going around and nothing is on my record. Nothing is on my record, but people still be running the mouth. If everything was real that people were saying, wouldn't it be on my record? They're dumbass. And you guys say I'm weird and crazy, you know why? Because you are numb. You're pissed off because I'm smarter than you. So you're making excuses why I'm smarter than you. But you want to sit there and say you're smarter than me. But if you were smarter than me, you wouldn't be going online lying about me. You would be knowing if you did, everything would be going to me. So when you deflate my character on lies on social media, discrimination, harassment, you're assaulting, the power is to me. And the white guy, with the black cop from Texas, he told you was violating my civil rights. And you also told him, who the fuck are you working for? Us or him? He's got it right. He's working for us, not you. But you want to sit there and tell him, get back in his cruisers when you're done your call for a cruiser to come get you. But you pushed me for no reason. And the hotel saw that. The camera above saw you push me. And you guys got, scared? Because my body started shaking? It started shaking because I wanted to knock your fucking teeth out your fucking mouth. But I kept my composure because I know what you guys want. You want me to retaliate so you have a reason to disrespect me and do what you're doing, but you don't have no reason to be discriminating me, let alone disrespecting me. Law enforcement, you don't know your amendments. What are you doing in power if you don't know your amendments? I thought you went to school. They tell you all that when you go in school. I asked you and you said you have no clue what your amendments are, then why the fuck are you a law enforcement? Why, that's your wrong occupation you're in. It don't suit you, don't fit you. That suit does not fit you. So it's a lawsuit around the world, guys. And I have a lawsuit overseas too, because of Red Roof. And is it the scumbag from came what's that other country in? You're a fucking old man. And you was telling me, and you was, when I was there, you was sitting there disrespecting everybody. I was there one day, and I told you to go fuck yourself, didn't I? You're gonna wait for the fucking towels, and you're not gonna fucking take them all because you have people want to get out at the same time you fucking do. Because you went downstairs and we didn't have so much towels. Instead of taking half and half at a time, you would take the whole thing. It's selfish and greedy. Like your time and energy and your time off is more important than everybody else's. Let me tell you something right now, motherfucker. Their time off is more important than yours if you want to play that way. Then didn't you guys get up and go to Puerto Rico and then you guys come back? And then you wanted to, and the sad thing is you guys must be felonies. Because the only time that somebody at a hotel, most of you guys are felons. And Lillian, you can't get a job nowhere because you're a felon. The only place you can get a job is at a hotel because they don't check your background. I can go anywhere in the fucking world. I can drive anywhere around the world. I just need a passport. There's nothing on my record. I'm not a felon. I have no felonies. I have a fake DUI, which that would be taken off when I would sue the fuck out of Bangor, Maine, Chris McDonald. And then the second DUI that I did, the fake DUI is fake. I didn't do shit, wasn't drinking. Miranda and Chris Miranda came and got my car. But the cops, didn't you drop me right back off where you picked me up from? Didn't I walk to get my car? So you guys realize the world's mine? Oh, and the black cop, didn't John hit me in the ribs 6 times? 3 times on the right, 3 times on the left? Didn't you go in the hospital and you go, because the nurse was like, so what's up, Ryan? Well, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? And all that. Oh, everybody knows me, man. And they were like, hey, Ryan, how you been? And then they come in and you go, hey, I need to get him checked because, I don't think he'd be dancing around our town anymore. Not anytime soon. He got some chips. He got some shots in the ribs. He has to be broken. Didn't I tell you to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, you bitch ass? And then I told the nurse what happened. You jumped me from behind. I put my neck down. As soon as I threw my neck down, John, I threw myself on the ground. I started lifting you up with just my fucking neck, bro. That is when because you had me at a headlock. The black cop was trying to get my fucking hands behind my back. And you're not fucking arresting me, especially when I didn't do a fucking goddamn thing wrong. So I wasn't resisting. So you can go fuck yourself with that too, bitch. than Christina. Well, he has me in a headlock. The other guy was trying to get my hands behind my back. You're stunning me with a stun gun. For no fucking reason, man. For no fucking reason at all. Then when you fucking, and then, I started fucking raising my, you're gonna get it again, you're gonna get it again. And as I rose my neck, just my neck, nothing else was moving, just my neck. I lifted him up with just my neck, Christina, and you hit me with the fucking stun gun again. And then you just pissed me the fuck off. How fucking close was I to flip out on all three of you motherfuckers? The only reason that stopped me is because I heard a bitch behind me. I don't hit females. So you want to you want to take my money, and if you can't get my money, you want a felony on my record because you're trying to take all my money away from me. How the fuck can you do that when I am the fucking money? That's all I do is make money because I go get it. I'm a workaholic. I have a work ethic that nobody else can match. You guys are spoiled motherfuckers and want someone to fucking sit there and just go to work and come home and pay it. Nah, bro. We slave enough for our business to run. It's called our life. We don't need a slave for somebody that's talking shit, not doing nothing for us. We're not in slavery zone. And I will, the entrapment law, I'll nail you with that one too. So in the hospital, the nurse and people would tell you, I snapped at him. So you sit the fuck down, motherfucker. I tell her what had happened. They jumped me. One put me in a headlock. He hit me in the ribs 6 times, 3 on the right, 3 on the left. And no, I have no broken bones. And the cop goes, yes, you do. I said, no, I fucking don't. She said, Ryan, I know you and I know how you are, bro. I've seen you at Cracker Barrel, man. You fall on your ass and get back up. So I know you have no broken bones, but you know I have to do my job, right? I was like, yeah, that's fine. She took the x-rays. She came back, and the fucking pig wanted to stand up, said, so what's the outcome? And the nurse was like, sir, you need to sit the fuck back down. This is my patient. I tell my patient before I tell you. It's not, and so she was like, Ryan, you're right. You have no broken bones. And then she was like, yeah, a pig, cop. Yeah, Ryan's right. He has no broken bones. And that face on his face was priceless. That whole fucking hospital, they got up and went into the back room and started fucking laughing hysterically because I was flipping the fuck out on this Megan. Telling him to go fuck himself, telling him everything about his stupid ass. And everyone's like, dude, Ryan's pissed. I've never seen Ryan this pissed in my life, bro. Like, he's going off on this fucking monkey, and it's hilarious. Yeah, damn right. Because I serve and protect. I don't do all chaos and mayhem. And then don't you have the lesbian at Sonny's? Austin told you to shut your fucking clown ass mouth. I know what the fuck's going on. And then Rebecca wants to message Tammy, right? Why are you messaging Tammy? I'm not at work, so why is it your business what I'm doing outside of work? I get that you guys care. But if you guys talk good with no I know Tammy won't sit there and say nothing bad about me because she likes me. But she's not gonna sit there and she's not gonna downgrade me because she knows that I don't do nothing. I go to work, I bust my ass, but she goes, so what happened? Because Rebecca just texted me and said, "What's going on with your boy? He looks mad." Blah blah blah. First off, how can you sit there and you're just driving by? Ask Erica. She'll tell you when I'm pissed or not. Because when I'm pissed, I go silent. I don't talk to nobody. Now when it's like I'm go lucky, but when you can see when I'm pissed off. Because my eyes don't ever lie and my energy never lies. Do you realize when I'm pissed off, I go faster? When I'm pissed off, I go harder? I go quicker? And then everyone's like, dude, what the fuck? He was doing 100 miles an hour at first, and then something just happened and he's going 200 miles an hour. Because that's how, when I get aggravated, I don't go off for a little thing because I can't control them. I can control myself and control how I react to it or retaliate to it. But I can't control how stupid and naive and idiots they are. So guys, control what you can control. You can't control them. One thing you can control is how you react to them. Take all the stones they're throwing at you, build an empire, build a kingdom. You have an umpire. And when your empire is you're on top of the mountain, the same people that's talking shit and lying about you will be the same people to call you and say, told you you could get it. I told you you can get it. No, you did not. You told me that I couldn't do it without you. You told me I have nobody that can love me any more than they can. Didn't I show you I can get my dreams alive by myself? Didn't I prove to you I love myself more than being around clowns? I'm not a clown. I'm a winner at the fairgrounds. I'm looking for the winners. I'm looking for the ER because I'm already winning. I already won. I'm looking for the ER, not the hospital and the ER, but the winners. Winner, I'm a winner. I'm looking for the plural S. Winners. So, like I said, judge the book. On the house, that's what I say, bro. Like, the book is what you put, your portrait, your picture, is you. You, like, this tattoo, it's art. This is art. This is art. Tattoos are art, but it represents everything to do with me. A tattoo, when you put it on you, it's supposed to represent you because people on the outside looking in, oh shit, okay, his birthday's this, he likes this, he likes that. It tells people about you without them even saying it, talking to you. They can look at you and be like, okay, so he's a Philadelphia fan. And you might be a Philadelphia fan. But I showed my tattoo to Tammy, and she was like, "Dude, I've never realized you have that tattoo." I feel that's a little going overboard because I have my shirt off all the time. So I do believe I just forgot. I just think you forget the tattoos that I actually have. But she said she likes the eagle. The album, the logo of the eagle. But I'm a Philadelphia fan, Eagle. But I'm also American Eagle. So it represents the Philadelphia Eagles, but it represents American Eagle. You know, back in the day, the Cowboys, the Cowgirls, was American's team, right? Then it went to Boston. Now it's going, well, isn't it going back to the Birds, going back to Philadelphia? Jalen Hurts, good luck tonight and roll it back, bro. It's going to be harder this year because people are coming at you, but keep doing what you're doing. Don't let the outsiders in your circle and get you down. Just keep doing what you're doing. And and the Philadelphia Eagles work as a team. You'll be right back in the Super Bowl. If you work against each other, you ruin everything. But if you work together, you get everything back. And Jalen Hurts didn't care about that ring. He wants more. And that's good because, yeah, you know that you won, but you don't care. Because at the end of the career, then you look back and say, okay. Because it's time to reflect on what you did because you retired. Then it reflects you. But you don't sit there and celebrate. You don't, like Michael Jordan celebrated Tom Brady. All the good ones, they celebrate like 2 days and fuck that ring, fuck that championship, man. We'll go back to work. And they go harder than next year because they know it's going to be harder to win a second one because everyone's after you because you're the defending champions. So, you guys really think you're smarter than me? I've proven to you I'm a genius and you're numb compared to me. And then your clowns at the circus, you remind me of a movie. It's called Dumb and Dumber. You got, it was with Jim Carrey, Terry, and whatever his name, I forgot. But yeah, Dumb and Dumber. That's what you remind me of. Running around the class of clowns at the circus. Dumb and Dumber, you don't have no rides because you have no operation and the operator never works. Like, oh, and another thing, guys. Back in the day, I haven't tried it in a long time, so I don't know if it still works. But back in the day, if you have a landline phone, you can call 983. The last four digits of your home phone number. Hang up the phone. Within 10 seconds, your phone's going to be ringing. Don't pick it up. You're prank calling yourself. But it calls you back. If you have a landline phone, try it. 983, the last four digits, your number. Hang up the phone. Within 5 to 10 seconds, your phone will be ringing. When you pick up, it's just going to go, yeah, because you called yourself back. So you want to throw pranks at people? Just get on and dial the number and then go do some dishes or something and they'll pick it up like, what the fuck, bro? And then they get mad because it's just going, what the fuck are you doing calling my phone? Tom! Yeah, you see him go off. Like little Mexicans. Little munchkins at Dunkin' Donuts. Remember, a rock star, ROC, gave you a lesson to last a lifetime.